By means of what human relationships are performed? There is an interaction between people in love. They meet each other following some interests, start to interact, fall in love, and make a family. Their interrelations are getting probably more intensive from their close interaction as they go on. Besides, it doesn't matter whether they are interrelations of love or of regular swearing at each other. The fact of the presence of those close interrelations is of high importance. Then, they both even become similar to each other over time. Do their parabolas interact with each other in such case? Can we say that they as if merge and become almost identical, very close to each other? Can we say that they both become relatives literally, while originally being strangers genetically? Interaction is performed only through parabolas. All that we call aura, psychic interaction, and like that, it all is supported by means of factor access, of karmic channels, which get emerged in our perception system via parabolas. We can imagine a parabola as a huge universal web. Each parabola Each one, at certain places, it merges with many other webs. At the same time, if an impact is made on any section of a web, then it would be perceived in one or another way. Converting this to our psychic conceptions, there would be pain or joy, happiness, bliss, grief, or so forth. What you have recently said is possible, but not to the degree of their merging as you expect. Parabolas don't merge with each other. Simply, there can be more energy informational relations providing resonational interaction, and there can be less. There are some interrelations which dissonate heavily on another parabola. That means experience of one parabola isn't comparable with experience of another one. In such case, depending on perception systems of people, their brain architecture, such people can either attract each other powerfully to gain missing experience, or they can repel and hate each other due to their brain architecture, which doesn't permit to provide this synthesis, building relationships. If the two are together for a long time, wife and husband, their DNAs become so close and similar in their long relationships, like DNAs of relatives, for example, of cousins. Is it true?
Можно ли сказать, что их ДНК будут в течение длительного времени их взаимодействия становиться так же близки и схожи, как, допустим, ДНК родственников, там, троюродных братьев и сестер?
No, DNAs are not changed. The given DNA set from zygote origination to the revitalization moment, death, is one and the same. Only various mutations may be included into DNA. However, it cannot be said that mutations can make similarity between genomes. A genome is the same for all life as it was in the very beginning. There are just more karmic channels, which are common for both lovers. Their interests, their views, their conceptions. but their genotypes remain absolutely different and no any transformation occurs there. Even a genotype of one man originated at fertilization remains the same. The only thing is different, small changes, mutations in some sequences. Some mutations appear and disappear. The others remain constant, but they do not change a sequence for another gene. What is a gene? It is a sequence of certain nitrogenous bases, so-called text. It does not change. Anything may be added to it, but it cannot change. In fact, from a genetic perspective, husband and wife can never become relative, can they? Not relatives, of course. They may have some similar sequences in their genomes. They determine common interests, common ways of their implementation, commonality of their characters. Subjectively, they might already seem a brother and a sister. When we used to study the stereoform issue, we had information about possibility for people to be different formotypes of the one stereoform. These are completely different questions. Now, you have asked me about genotype. Yes, but it might have been that those husband and wife had found themselves, and it turned out that they are different formotypes of the one stereoform. Can it be true? Yes, it can, yet their genes are different. Their genomes differ from each other because they belong to different people. One of them was born from Pete and Mary, the second one was born from John and Claudia. The first set is different from the second one. However, it might have been energy informationally. Self-consciousness structure, stereoform structure, might be formed in different ways genetically. Let's consider parents of Shota Rustavelli and parents of mine. They are different persons. He had one genome and I have another one. Yet principally we can be considered as personal interpretations energy informationally. This is the same for a wife and a husband in one continuum's groups. You have referred this to genes. I have explained that genome does not change to the degree as you suggest.